A shocking stabbing attack inside New York's Penn Station has left 6 people injured, raising fresh security concerns just hours before massive crowds are expected to gather at neighboring Madison Square Garden for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Authorities say the violence erupted around 7 p.m. inside one of America's busiest transportation hubs. One victim suffered serious injuries, while several others were hospitalized. A suspect was quickly taken into custody, but investigators have not yet revealed what sparked the attack or whether the victims were specifically targeted. The incident unfolded beneath Madison Square Garden, which is preparing to host one of the biggest sporting events New York has seen in decades. President Donald Trump is also expected to attend the game, prompting extensive security measures involving the Secret Service, NYPD, and other agencies. New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani confirmed that 6 people were stabbed and praised the swift response by Amtrak police. "My heart is with everyone who was injured, their loved ones, and all those shaken by this unacceptable violence," the mayor wrote on X, while wishing the victims a speedy recovery. Officials say there are currently no disruptions to Amtrak service, and authorities have not indicated whether the stabbing will impact security plans around Madison Square Garden. The attack comes amid growing concerns over public safety following another violent incident just a day earlier. In Toledo, Ohio, at least 12 people were wounded after gunfire erupted near the annual Old West End Festival, turning a community celebration into a scene of panic and chaos.
Appears as though there was at least 2 shooters. I think they were probably shooting at each other. We're processing the scene. We do have some evidence, and we're following up on some leads. We got a report of some shots fired near our Old West End Festival, which is a festival we have every year. Officers were quick to respond. They were right there when the shots were coming out.
Music, laughter, and celebration suddenly gave way to gunfire, panic, and heartbreak. At least 12 people are wounded after shots erupt near a packed Ohio festival, transforming a community celebration into a night of chaos and mourning.
Some unfortunate incident happened here in Toledo at about 5:37 p.m. We got a report of some shots fired near our Old West End Festival, which is a festival we have every year. Officers were quick to respond. They were right there when the shots were coming out. Appears as though there was at least 2 shooters. I think they were probably shooting at each other. And what ended up happening was 12 people were struck with bullets. That's what we have right now. 2 of them critical. We're processing the scene. We do have some evidence, and we're following up on some leads. It's pretty active right now as far as the investigative part of this goes. No suspects in custody right now. We're still very early in the investigative process. Well, yeah, it's just a shame, when a few people, for whatever reasons,
What was supposed to be a weekend of live music, food, shopping, and family fun quickly descended into confusion as gunfire broke out near Toledo's annual Old West End Festival. As terrified attendees ran for safety, others rushed toward the injured, trying to help victims lying in the aftermath of the shooting. Hours later, authorities still had no suspects in custody.
I've been around the police department. We all have for a long time within the city. As far as violence, this is over the top, right? So 12 people being shot. That's the most I've been to a scene. I've been to a lot of scenes, but this is way over the top.
Investigators are now urging anyone who attended the festival to come forward with photos, videos, or any information that could help identify those responsible. According to Toledo Deputy Police Chief Joe Heffernan, investigators believe at least 2 people fired weapons during the incident.
It's just a shame, when a few people, for whatever reasons, going through their head, decide to disrupt something that has been a beloved community event for many, many, many years. We had the security in place just so that something like this wouldn't happen, and unfortunately, best laid plans, it happened anyway. But those are things that we have to kind of do when we're going to dissect what happened and who was responsible, and certainly the motives are going to be one of them. Why would somebody do something like this? It's just it's horrible.
The shooting left victims ranging in age from just 14 years old to 61. Most of those wounded were reportedly in their early 20s. And while many survived the attack, officials say 2 victims remain in critical condition.
I also want to say that what happened today is not a reflection of what our city is and what we stand for. And so we are hoping that as a community, we will come together and get this solved quickly. There has to be a tone set early on, with summer just starting, that this type of behavior will not be tolerated. And if anyone is thinking about doing something like this, the community is going to respond quickly to put an end to this type of behavior.
The tragedy has cast a dark shadow over the Old West End Festival, a 2-day celebration held in Toledo's historic district. The event is known for bringing together residents and visitors through live entertainment, local vendors, home tours, and community activities. Instead, it is now the focus of a major criminal investigation. Authorities are reviewing evidence, analyzing witness accounts, and combing through videos recorded by festival goers in hopes of identifying the shooters. With no arrests announced and key questions still unanswered, investigators are racing to determine exactly what led to the gunfire. For many who attended, the memory of music and celebration has now been replaced by the sound of gunshots. And for the victims, their families, and an entire community, what began as a festival has ended in fear, heartbreak, and a search for answers.
We had some unfortunate incident happen here in Toledo at about 5:37 p.m. We got a report of some shots fired near our Old West End Festival, which is a festival we have every year. Officers were quick to respond. They were right there when the shots were coming out. Appears as though there was at least 2 shooters. I think they were probably shooting at each other, and what ended up happening was 12 people were struck with bullets. That's what we have right now. 2 of them critical. We're processing the scene. We do have some evidence, and we're following up on some leads. It's pretty active right now as far as the investigative part of this goes. The scene itself is secured. Matter of fact, I think we're just about breaking down the scene right now as far as the initial processing.